And so when I finished watching the trilogy, the only question I had on my mind is how the fuck do mermaids have sex? Hey guys, I'm Bat Tracy for Punk Rock Blues.
Not that much. Just
Okay.
yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Bat Tracy.
And I'm sick.
And I'm Tiny Ranch,
The Punk Rock Blues.
the bluesiest of
Okay.
twosiest. Because there's two of us.
Oh.
And also we do things on Tuesdays.
And I'm sick.
This is collection update number 59. You know what's the one thing funnier than 59?
60.
69.
Hey, you want to see something funny?
Yeah. Jesus.
Where are the movies, Bat?
Oh, yeah. You told me. What'd you text me?
Get it ready.
What'd I do?
You got it ready.
I got it ready. And I'm drinking a little bit.
Oh, should I drink? I'll grab mine.
Sure.
This is my second one of the night. You want to grab me a water? Because this shit is disgusting.
Alright, well, I'll start us off while you're doing that.
Can you sing the song?
Del some
No, not that one.
Dayquil,
No,
Dayquil.
Everybody,
No, wait, I got
shots.
Dayquil, Dayquil. Pour the cup, get your fill. First up, we have one DVD. I watched this on Netflix and enjoyed it. And I think I found it at...
Dollar Tree?
Oh no, I got it at Shopco.
Oh.
It's Pottersville with a great cast of Michael Shannon, Judy Greer, Thomas Lennon, Ron Perlman, Christina Hendricks, and Ian McShane, who is a part of the worst CGI in Hellboy history.
Now, tell me the cast.
You know what I'm talking about?
Tell me the
And
cast.
he's fucking weird shirtless.
Tell me the cast. Memorized.
All of them?
Yeah.
In order?
Yeah.
Michael Shannon, Judy Greer, Thomas Lennon, Ron Perlman with Christina Hendricks and Ian McShane.
That's ridiculous.
I literally just said it.
Christina, how are the twins today? Did they slip out today? Did they hurt your back today? Oh, Christina. Hey, Bat.
Yeah.
We're both wearing red shirts.
Wow.
I want to do this one.
What? I just watched this and it's my jam.
I know, but I want to do it because I don't
It's
know.
my jam. Also, Pugsley looks just like Zen. I told Zen that too.
Family.
Ba,
Hey,
ba.
hey, can I tell you something about this movie? Weird is relative. I love that.
I liked this movie. Not a real storyline
What
whatsoever.
happened to Pugsley?
It's just a collection of skits. That was Creature. Just a collection of skits put together kind of incoherently. It's good. I liked it.
Very somber job.
What happened to Pugsley?
Yeah.
I was going to tell you this the other day. This is insane. I Googled him because I was like,
Shut up,
what
Al.
happened to that guy, right?
Yeah.
He works as like a technician for movie crews. Like, he's behind the camera. Well, you'll never guess who his little sister is. She is from a mostly successful ABC sitcom that's been running for close to 10 years.
Been running?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm in ABC.
She's Ariel Winter.
Oh.
I know. I read that. I was like, what? Next up. This is an upgrade. Oh, this collection update has so many upgrades. Like, it's insane.
Even upgrade. We upgraded upgrade, can we?
No, because it didn't come out on 4K. I wish it did. Air Force One on 4K. Finally got it with the
What
slip.
about like a steelbook? Would that be an upgrade?
No, I would only mention, like, format, I think, is upgrade.
Oh.
Anyway, this is a really good movie. I had vague recollections of this from my childhood,
I'm gonna go for it.
and I watched it, and it was great. Gary Oldman as the villain, he's so sinister, and it was fun. At the same time, a little overblown with the American patriotism. Like, there's a scene where Harrison Ford is flying the plane, and these American fighter jets roll up and shoot the I think they're Kazakhstanians, whatever they are. I don't know. Kazakhs? I don't know the term. Anyway, they're from Kazakhstan. And they're like trying to shoot down Air Force One, and the fighter pilots show up, and Harrison Ford's flying a plane, and he just turns to his wife and daughter and goes, "Ha ha, the good guys are here." And I was just like, oh, that's a dad joke right there.
Like our dad joke?
No, all dads.
Oh.
All dads love America, you know? So they'd be like, oh, the good
I
guys
saw a
are
funny
here.
dad meme today. It was this dad placing
We had the digital for this.
his kid in the driver's seat of one of those shopping carts with a wheel. And he was like, okay, son, now you get to be just like dad, or drive just like dad. And then it cut to the kid being pushed in the aisle. And he was like, he goes, where's the blinker, you fucker? And he's like, listen, you cockburn. And he's just yelling at it. It was funny.
Next up is another upgrade. I'll do this one because you can do that. This actually is an upgrade.
Yeah, and I picked this out.
Yeah, you
Right?
did. Yep.
Yeah.
Because I was going to get the
The other one
Steelbook.
was stupid. I couldn't
Steelbook's
tell what it
cool,
was.
but-
If you haven't seen it, you don't know what it is.
Anyway, it's Alien, the 40th anniversary 4K, just slipcover, because I didn't get a Steelbook, that's what we were just talking about. Because he picked this out, because he liked the artwork on it better. Because it's a xenomorph.
Yeah.
And also, I love the spine. You've probably heard me talk about this. Look at that. It's got the tail. I don't know why. I love that design.
Two
choice,
questions
'cause
for you.
Look at that. I love it. It's so cool.
Two questions for you.
Because this one's blank. And I like the green. I really
Two
like
questions
this, man.
for you.
What?
One, how many times do you think they say the word alien in Alien?
Very little.
Okay. Two.
There's an alien that humps a dead body in Alien 3.
Two.
It's awful.
What
Yeah.
movie do you think they say the name of the movie in the movie itself the
Spider-Man.
most?
Spider-Man 2, maybe?
Why is it?
Or I was going to say maybe like one of the Superman sequels. How many times? Superman!
If only Superman were here. Oh, yay, Superman is here.
If they made a movie called Alfred, which I know is in development.
The show's in development.
Shut up. I saw Teen Titans Go to the movies.
Oh, that's right.
If they did make an Alfred movie, yeah, this is a good segue. Hold on, I'll segue it even better. If they did make an Alfred movie, but Batman was in it, they cast it in full. You could get Ben Affleck back. Oh my god, and have Michael Koff come back.
Who?
Play Alfred in Joel Schumacher's movies. The
Is he
Burn
alive?
Burst. So if he would, he'd be 197.
Didn't he die from whatever the disease that...
McGregor syndrome?
Yeah.
Weird that I know that.
I knew it, I was just gonna think of it.
So yeah, the movie is called Alfred, right? And Batman's in it, but it's like it'd be like following Alfred. So like he'd walk into the Batcave and he'd be like, "Master Bruce, here's your dinner," and Batman's just like, "I gotta go," and he'd dip out, and then Alfred would, and it'd show like the Batmobile leave, but then it'd cut back to just Alfred like dusting off Batman's suits and like, here's the giant penny and like.
Well, yeah, you know the scene in Batman Robin where he just takes off to the tunnel and like you see Alfred leave or whatever?
He's an AI. Alfred created an AI in that movie. Fully functioning. Like, years before Jarvis.
He shoots down the tunnel, right? You see him still standing there. The opening scene of that movie is the exact same clip, and then he just turns and he's like... Yeah, he just walks. You put in a little, like, Wes Anderson type music. You remember the joke at the beginning of the Lego Batman movie? My name's Richard, but the kids at the orphanage call me Dick. Well, the kids can be cruel.
That's a pretty good one. Speaking of Batman.
Wait, it's Batman the movie.
Upgrade. I like the cover on this one. What do you think?
I like it. I like it a lot.
A lot.
Dirty. Remember how this movie ends where they kill a bunch of people and back out through a window? I'm pretty sure we talk about it every single time we talk about this movie on camera. But it's worth stating.
There's literally...
Did you announce that all the digital codes that have
No, I figured we would do that at the end when we do that. There's literally not been a theatrical Batman release. There's been 2 theatrical Batman releases where he hasn't killed people, but those don't count.
What,
Of all the live action, yeah, the 2, the Lego Batman and the Mask of the Phantasm. Of all the live action...
Sub-Zero and stuff, he kills people?
Those aren't theatrical.
Oh.
Of all the live action theatrical Batman movies, he kills someone in all of them.
Yeah.
In Batman Returns, one of my favorite Batman movies, he lights a man on fire.
It's like a joke, right?
Yeah,
you guys run it and he
the
guy's
like standing there, and Batman sees him, lifts the Batmobile up, turns around, drops it, and turns the guy, like lights the guy on fire. It's ridiculous. Next up is an '80s movie that I had never seen before, and it's one that Mom and Dad reference all the time.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where's my $2?
$2.
Yeah.
I want my $2.
I loved this.
Did you?
Better Off Dead with John Cusack. Yes.
Like flames.
The only thing I didn't like about this, and I think I mentioned this to you, was the little brother character. Have you seen this? The little brother's awful. Because it's not believable.
Is your little brother awful?
No, he's fine. But it's like if
Validation.
you were 8 years old and I knocked on your door and walked in your room and you had prostitutes in your room, and then, all right, he's a little much. And then one night you build a space shuttle in our garage and shoot it out into space, a little much. You will be a little bit of a dick.
People don't know that reference.
If you've seen this.
No, not the one I did.
No.
Validation. They'll get it. If you get it,
I liked
comment.
this.
They'll get it.
And also, I think this is really funny because
Bella looks exactly
John
like...
Cusack.
Hold on. Bella looks identical to Jabba the Hutt right now.
Everybody in this it's a high school movie, you know? John Cusack was the youngest actor. Everyone's in high school. John Cusack was the youngest actor in the movie. He was 19.
Is there a dance scene in this?
Kind of.
Like a prom or a
ski.
homecoming?
No, this literally has so many. It's the start of so many cliches. Because like the movie's about it's ski, the K-12 or whatever. They pull up next to John Cusack's always driving, and these two Asian guys pull up next to him. One of them can't speak English. The other only learned how to speak English from Howard Cosell. So they have a speaker on their hood. He's always, and it's time for another race. What has this guy got himself into? And here we are at the starting line, and stuff like that. Oh, this was great. And Booger's in it? I don't think so.
Okay.
Booger's in it?
I don't know who Booger.
Curtis Armstrong.
Oh. Hey, this is the heaviest Blu-ray we own.
Another upgrade for all of them.
We had all of them?
Yeah.
Oh. It's a triple feature. Wrath of the Titans, Clash of the Titans, Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans 1981, one of my favorite fantasy
81.
movies of all time. I love that movie.
I still have to watch it.
I saw the 2010 one in theaters when it came out because I saw it alone in theaters.
How about you
Because
saw it
no, I saw it alone in theaters because I liked their 81 one. I hated it. It's awful. Never saw Wrath.
What's your thoughts on Sam Worthington?
He's a bad. It's not that he's a bad actor. He's just bland. He's the Australian version of Tom Hardy. He's been casted on a lot of big things. He's been casted on a lot of big things, but he's never been in anything.
He's Avatar.
Yeah, but do you remember a single thing he does in that movie that involves him?
Yeah. He rolls a wheelchair.
Maybe a line. He is so... What's he got going on here?
I remember what he's got going on. He's one of my favorites.
Terminator Salvation.
What about the scene... I've seen that. What about the scene where the Avatar, like, the module breaks or whatever, and he, like, dies in the lobby, and then he has to break out of the glass.
I like that movie,
he's got
but
a fucking army
he's just
crawl,
bland, man.
And he's got to get the mask.
Also, my least favorite thing about this...
What about the scene when he watches his brother get burned?
That's pretty good.
That's an awesome... Yeah. It's the opening scene, but it's really neat.
And
then he rolls out of the huge ramp on the plane.
Anyways,
I know a lot about that movie, and specifically Sam Worthington is. And then Joel David Moore, he has that one awesome line where he grabs... he's lower, but he, like, grabs Sam Worthington, and he goes, "Man, fighting aliens in space. I'll try anything once. Sup, guy and guy. Just kidding. I'd try that." Everyone's gonna go watch Avatar like I'm waiting for it. I don't remember that.
My least favorite thing about this is when you get a trilogy set, you expect it to go in order. This one's backwards. Because Wrath is the sequel to Clash, which is the remake of Clash. So it should go Clash, Clash, Wrath. But it goes Wrath, Clash, Clash. Makes no sense.
Clash, Wrath.
Even when you look at the... Because I'm filing this under Clash.
Okay.
Like, it'll be Clash of the Titans.
Just
but Wrath is first. But I don't care what anyone says, it's going under Clash. Clash is the only one that matters to me.
And I'll allow it.
Upgrade.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Cloudy with
Have you seen this?
Yes. Not the
It's great. I haven't seen the sequel either.
It's alright.
Alright, it's great.
It's raining big food and
Who
big
directed
laughs.
it? Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
Yeah, Nick Swardson plays the baby. The tuna baby.
What else have they directed?
Lego movies?
The first one.
Who did the second?
I don't know.
Teen Titans Go to the Movies?
21 Jump Street. 22 Jump Street. They were also the directors of Solo before they got fired. And then Ron Howard fucked that all up. They have their hands on everything. Oh, they also did Into the Spider-Verse. I don't think they directed it, but they were the driving force behind that. Upgrade!
This was a TV show that I watched the first episode. I can tell you
Before you say the name of it, this is continuing my trend of buying a random season for a show that's not the first season. And if you recall, with Weeds, I even did Weeds season 3 first. So it was perfect that I did this.
I got 30 minutes and 30 seconds into the first episode, passed out, and never watched it again.
That's insane.
It's Dexter, season 3, sorry, the 3rd season. His tie is red like the blood on the splatter.
Season 3's alright.
I knew someone that used to walk around for like a week when he got done watching Dexter, and he drew like the red Sharpie line, and he constantly had it on. Talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I don't, because I haven't watched it, but he had that red.
It's like a little cut.
Yeah. Huh. Also, shout out to Kat. She has a poster of Dexter on her wall.
He's a sexy man. I'll give him that.
He's in game night.
Yeah, he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched this one, but I've talked about it plenty. I think in Tuesday Blues Day and maybe one other thing. This is from the same director of Bone Tomahawk and Brawl and Cell Block 99. I haven't seen Bone Tomahawk, but I bloody loved Brawl and Cell Block 99. This is Dragged Across Concrete from, I always forget the director's name because he has a hard name to say. S. Craig Zoller. Craig Zoller. I never remember.
I wanted that to go so different.
Never.
He had a really hard name
Tim
to pronounce.
Jones.
John Smith.
Tim Jones. I haven't watched this one yet. This is one of the few I think I haven't got to. I really want to. I have slightly less interest in it once I found out Mel Gibson was cast. Didn't know that going into it. I literally bought it and it was like, oh, Mel Gibson. Oh. But also another reason I haven't watched this is 158 minutes long. It is a 2.5 hour movie. That's a long time. Okay? Like, what if I don't like it? What if I'm stuck there for man, I loved Endgame. That was 3 hours, and I'm like, I can't go back to that for a while. It does breeze by, but... See, I don't know about this yet. I haven't watched it. Maybe I'll get to it by the time we do the giveaway, and I can talk about it then. But it has a cool slipcover. I really like it.
Could only watch one movie
Yes.
for the rest of your life.
Okay.
And the limits of it would be that the movie had to be the directorial debut of somebody.
Oh, God.
Why
Okay.
would you pick
Yeah.
Toby Jones?
Toby Jones.
Detectorist, Arnim Zola.
What's his
I
directorial
don't know, I
debut?
just came up with this question. He's going to make a movie for you to watch for the rest of your life.
Oh, God, if you would have said Mackenzie Crook, I'd have been like, oh, damn, he's directed fucking Detectorists.
No, Toby Jones is just going to make a movie for you to watch for the rest.
Maybe directed something. Go look it up.
I just thought it was a funny... I thought about Toby Jones, and I was like, oh, I want him to watch Toby Jones' movie for the rest of his life.
I have two that I... directorial debuts off the top of my head.
Edgar Wright?
Just this instance. Edgar Wright would be my first choice. Shaun of the Dead is great. Actually, that's not his directorial debut, though, because he has that Criterion movie coming out. But I don't think that was a wide release. Anyways. And then Boots Riley.
He's fucking Dobby.
Who?
Toby Jones.
He is?
Yeah.
Huh. Did not know that.
I don't know if I like Toby Jones anymore.
Colored. Boots Riley, though. Directorial debut. Guess what album I listened to today?
I'm assuming that one.
Sorry to Bother You by The Coup.
He
was
hasn't
great.
directed anything, so he's going to make a movie for you.
Okay.
You
Can I pick the name of it?
Sure.
It's called Six Cats Walking.
Yeah?
Okay.
I want to do this one because I love the movie. Ooh.
You do not. Wait.
I like how we...
Let's preface this by saying, this, I think, after Venom, of course, is the greatest superhero film ever made.
What?
Do you disagree?
Yeah.
Name 12 better. This is so easy. There's literally 12 on that shelf.
I wasn't even going to look. I was just going to Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America the First Avenger,
Man
The
of Steel,
Avengers.
Iron Man, Superman 2.
Is Iron Man 2 better than this?
Yes.
Would I think The Avengers is better than this?
Yes.
'Cause that's a shit movie. Would I think Thor the Dark
Literally,
World?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know that Incredible Hulk and Thor the Dark
What's
World...
your least favorite superhero movie, would you say?
Thor the Dark World?
Okay,
Do I
besides
have
one
to
that you've
finish
seen,
it?
yeah.
Like, I absolutely don't enjoy, or I know it's like a bad film.
Both, I guess.
Howard the Duck is very bad, but I love that movie. But,
Yeah.
to me, The Avengers is just fucking unwatchable.
The first one's so good.
I have no enjoyment at all.
So good. That end battle, man. The last hour is just nonstop action.
I hate Joss Whedon. Let's talk about things that are hard to say.
Blah, blah.
Fan-4-stick. On Steelbook now. We've bought this movie so many times.
3.
His ass.
Because we have the slipcover edition. We have that stupid fucking digibook edition.
Is his ass always on screen like that?
Yes.
And does he not wear pants?
I don't think so. There's a scene where he punches a tank and it looks bad. Also, the extent of Reed Richards' stretchy powers in this movie.
What's with the disc being just clear?
Oh, that's an F.
What?
Or it's a 4 or something. Reed literally, he goes like this at one point and does the double punch.
Yeah.
And then he kind of like does a loop-de-loop in the air. And like, that, it's like... And fucking Kate Mara, her hair, it switches length and color, like, scene to scene. Sometimes even in the same scene. Like, she'll be, like, having a sentence, and she'll have, like, short blonde hair, like here. And then it'll cut to, like, Reed Richards, it'll cut back to her, and she'll have hair down to here, and it's, like, darker. And it's like, what the fuck is this?
I'm gonna mention my 4 favorite qualities of every character in the original Fantastic Four movies.
Okay.
And if neither of them, if all 4 of them don't happen in this one, I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even tell you. You know how I keep telling you to watch Venom?
Yeah.
Because Venom's a bad movie, but it's fun. This isn't fun.
Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
Does he dance at his bachelor party?
No, he doesn't get married.
2 girls and spins in the air.
No, that's the second one.
I didn't. I just said the original.
No, this doesn't happen.
Invisible Girl, woman.
Yeah.
Does she have a nosebleed every time she uses her powers?
She never uses her powers.
Okay.
She does, but I mean...
Human Torch.
Yeah.
Does he fuck Maria Menounos?
No, she's not in this.
Does he fuck any girl?
Yes.
Okay, I don't care. The Finn.
I think so.
Does he try to use a payphone, but his fingers are too big to hit the buttons?
No, he punches a tank.
Okay, so I'm never gonna watch this movie.
Yeah, I don't expect you to. I like the Steelbook, though.
I think I love it. Dude, look,
it has some cool artwork.
Ooh.
For being such a bad movie, I like the artwork.
Oh.
And you know what? It
I
has
got
a
another
good
question.
cast.
Dr.
Minus
Doom.
Jamie Bell.
Dr. Doom. Does he constantly sit at a desk playing with his ring like this?
No, he lives in a fucking world.
Oh, that's right. He's like
he lives
an
in
internet
a rock
troll,
world.
isn't he?
No, that was an idea that they shut down.
I thought they did it.
No. He fucking... Dr.
He's in
Doom...
Latvia, right?
No, they don't. They haven't done Latveria in a single movie for no reason. Just do that. The issue is he lives in a fucking. He gets teleported through a dimensional portal. Dimensional portal, because that's what this movie is. Because if this would have been successful, they would have brought the X-Men in, because that's how they would have brought it over. Anyways, so dimensional portal. They shoot Victor Von Doom through it, or he gets stuck in whatever. It's like a weird rock world where it's just rocks. And then he lives there. They go back, and it's like time has passed, and he's like, "You left me, Fantastic Four." And then he's like, "I built this machine out of rocks. Now I'm gonna destroy the Earth and make the whole Earth this rock world."
What's worse?
This
entire movie?
Yeah.
Or the fact that Leah Thompson fucks Howard the Duck?
This.
Okay.
Yeah. Howard the Duck's stupid, but it's fun.
What's worse? This? Or Disconnect?
This. Disconnect was a good movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This made me sad. Oh, so sad. This is a bad movie.
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan's the only good thing in it.
We've talked 6 minutes on this movie.
Alright, we just spent 6 minutes talking about a movie that didn't deserve it. Next up is a 2 for 2. One of them is an upgrade because for some reason we had it on DVD. I haven't seen past the 4th one, I think.
That's the 3rd.
I think the 4th is the last I saw, and the 4th I saw on TNT back in the day.
Of course you did.
So, that's
within they showed it.
Boom! The 4K of Furious 7 and Fast and Furious 6. This series...
I guarantee you that if Spike TV still existed, we could turn on Spike TV and one of these movies
Oh, yeah.
on.
Or the Triple X franchise. That's a total Spike
I need
TV.
Vin Diesel.
The Witcher?
I could catch
Is that one he had, The Witcher? Yeah. Or no, that's the Henry Cavill one. What's it called? The Witch Hunter? Is that what it's called?
Well, The Witcher
Chronicles of Riddick?
Witcher hasn't been made yet.
Anyways, haven't seen this franchise past the 4. I'm gonna see it.
Pacifier.
I'm gonna see it eventually. I want to get all these. I'm gonna start Maybe from Tokyo Drift, because I don't remember that one. The first two I've seen a lot. Ripped. And I'm going to watch all of them. Too fast, too furious.
Act the fool.
Upgrade.
Upgrade. This is our dad's
favorite movie. Probably
second favorite movie of all time.
He's definitely seen it a lot.
He's seen it. He
like
saw it
13
8 times.
13 times the other day.
But it's his second favorite movie of all time, I believe. Yeah,
I think the thing. What have you seen most in theaters?
Star Trek Beyond.
3 times, right?
Yep.
I saw Avatar 5.
Did you see Dark Knight like 8?
Yeah, but that was on Ripped.
Oh, okay. Then you saw that 8 times.
I saw Dark Knight 3 times in theaters. I saw Avatar 5. Man, I'm part of the fucking problem. I should go see Endgame 5 times.
I want to see
Avatar
Endgame
3D
again.
Too,
I want to see Endgame again, but I love that soft spot in my heart for Beyond because it's such a good movie. Like, it's a phenomenal movie. Anyways,
better.
I think how he put it was this is his favorite movie that doesn't have a sequel because his real favorite movie has a sequel.
His real favorite movie does not have a sequel. Steel Magnolias?
They just remade it a bunch of fucking times. No, Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
2000. This is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Classic.
Save Ferris.
It's the Bueller
Save
edition.
Ferris. Next up.
Next up.
Upgrade.
Upgrade.
I watched this.
Unrated cut. How'd you think? How did you think?
This sucked.
Did you?
This sucked. My God.
I'm a fan.
No. Have you finished it?
I think I fell asleep right before the end.
Let me ask you this. Where did you watch it on?
Netflix.
Netflix? I wonder if it was the unrated or the rated. Because there's a scene in this.
The nudity scene that I came
Oh,
up with?
no. There's a rape scene that is so fucking unnecessary. It adds literally nothing. It baffled me why it was in this. Like, it doesn't happen. It gets very close to it. But it...
Oh, like Death Wish levels?
Yeah, no, more so.
Oh.
Because he literally says, I'm gonna rape her.
Oh.
He's like, hold her down, boys, I'm gonna rape her. It's
Jeremy Renner goes crazy.
He wasn't even there. They're split up at this point.
Is it her?
Yeah.
Oh,
and, I legit was watching this and went, what the fuck was that? So I went on Wikipedia, the unrated cut, they put the rape back into it. They took it out for theatrical cut because audiences tested poorly. Because why wouldn't you? Because it's fucking ridiculous. And then they just throw that back in there. Baffles me. There's no reason that should be in there. Fuck this movie. It was horrible.
Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunter, we went on for 5 minutes, so we should stop
We
it.
talked about like 2 minutes.
I know,
We
but...
did Ferris Bueller. That was a bad movie. My God.
Meet Edward the Troll.
I like the concept of it.
Upgrade, but his edition I will never watch. Oh!
No, it's got the controversial ending. The
Okay.
alternate ending?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a movie I will ever
Better.
watch.
It's better. So
I
much
only
better.
watch the alternate ending.
So much
Fuck
better.
the original ending. This is How I Met Your Mother season 9.
I'm not a big fan of this movie in general.
See,
I think Will Smith gives a hell of a performance.
It's a tearjerker.
But this movie's just kind of bland for me. It's just kind of like, yeah.
Do you remember?
They predicted the worst DCEU movie ever.
Do you remember
When it rained? Yeah, Josh, I do.
when Samantha dies?
Yes.
You can't tell me you don't.
That's the
think...
dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't tell me you don't think of crying when you watch that.
No.
It's so sad. This I Am Legend comes with the alternate ending, so it's actually good.
The alternate ending, which is, I think it says controversial ending somewhere. Like
no, it just says alternate cuts. That's why I was making sure because it didn't say ending under.
Maybe the DVD says controversial ending. Does it not say it on the front?
I think it's way better, and I think I would still love to see a
It's so
sequel.
much better.
I still would love to see a sequel.
No. This movie's, like I said, Will Smith gives a really good performance, I think. One of his best. But this movie's so hit or miss for me. Because I'm just like, nothing really happens. It's boring. Are they zombies? Are they vampires? What the fuck are they?
There's some cliches in it, because how many times have you seen...
and he's the one guy in the world who's immune. Fuck off.
Because he created it. I think the biggest cliche is how many movies have you seen where the guy has to stay behind and his family gets on a helicopter and then the helicopter explodes in the air and he has to watch it and die?
They didn't die. Did they?
Yeah. He puts him in the helicopter, they spin off, and the fucking other helicopter is overrun by the zombie things and crashes into him, blows up in front of his eyes. Then it cuts to like the 5 years later in this world. I've seen this movie a lot. I know it.
Read that.
It includes alternate theatrical version with controversial ending, not rated. I love the ending.
I know. It's controversial. You know, it's not even controversial because I'm pretty sure the controversial ending is the book ending. Next up. This one I watched on Netflix. Wasn't very good, but I thought, man, this is hilarious. It's got Paul Rudd, Patton Oswalt. It's a comedy about two friends who want to become famous, and they're like, what better way to become famous than to murder someone?
Ooh.
I know. Super fucked up, but pretty funny. This is Nerdland. The really weird animation style.
Speaking of murderers,
So let's go. Look at the cast. You know those two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Garfunkel and Oates.
Yeah.
Mike Judge. Hannibal Buress.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be a nobody until they're a somebody.
Yeah.
Next up, this is one I watched recently. I think this was an upgrade. Yeah, we had this on DVD. I never watched it. I posted about it on Instagram, so if you saw that, you know what this is. And I'd never seen it, and now it's one of my favorite Stephen King movies. This is the original Pet Sematary from 1989, I think it is. Directed by Mary Lambert. Don't know anyone in this besides Fred Gwynn, who gives a hell of a performance.
Who's Fred Gwynn?
Holy shit. Fred Gwynn, I think I told you he's Judge Chamberlain from My Cousin Vinny, Herman Munster, right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Great. Also, the evil kid. Let me tell you.
Osmond.
It's not. But I don't know how the hell they got that kid to act. Because he's like 3. And he's got like blood on his face. He's carrying a knife. And he's like, he looks evil. And he sounds evil. And just, I was like, how the hell? Because like, this was the 80s. Kid actors were bad. This was really good though. I really enjoyed it. Next up. This is the last of a 9-film saga that I had never seen. These 9 films. Outstanding, breathtaking visuals.
Yep. What?
30 years between some of the sequels. Okay? A 9-film saga.
Okay.
I'm trying to allude to Star Wars, but the more I talk about it, the less it sounds like Star Wars. This is the Planet of the Apes, the 2001 original from Tim Burton. It's the last one I've seen. I've seen now all 5 of the originals. I've seen this, and then I've seen the reboot trilogy. Let me tell you, of the 9 films, 5 of them are good. This maybe 5.5, because this one's like so-so. This is easily Tim Burton's worst film I've ever seen. I really liked the makeup and the visuals, and I really liked the storyline of it. But man, the acting was horrible. Like, it was so wooden. Mark Wahlberg can suck a dick in this movie. He was
Danny
bad.
always suck a dick.
Literally, almost always.
Yeah.
There's a few things where I'm like, he was alright in that.
Other guys.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's a peacock.
He's fine in, like, comedies, I guess.
Who's the breakout star?
He's fucking awful.
Who's the breakout up-and-comer of the other guys?
Rob Riggle.
No. Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
He's the
great in
breakout
that.
star of that fucking movie.
But, this one, if you don't know, is more closer to the book than the original Charlton Heston one is. This was no
Which
good.
is how all movies should be.
You want closer to the book?
Yeah. I want every movie, if it's based off a
Yeah,
book,
but
to be adapted.
if you don't read the book, why do you care?
I don't.
Are you ever going to read the book Steel Magnolias?
No.
No. Then go see the movie and shut the fuck up.
I have something to bring up. I'm
Yeah.
going to do that one. But this is something serious we need to talk about.
Okay.
Why Speed Racer is one of the most underrated movies ever.
God, get out
Blends
of here.
fantastic Wachowski action scenes with brilliant time-bending
But it
structure.
doesn't.
Zany and colorful CGI holds up much better than the grim and gritty CGI of the era. Matthew Fox fully commits to doing a hyper-serious anime voice, and it's wonderful. Actually understands the strengths of anime and builds around that, instead of making a regular action movie then add an anime flavor in. Then, here's a comment on the post. I'm trying to find it. There's a lot of them, because everyone's like, yeah, this movie's actually good, like John Goodman's performance. Oh, the Wachowskis have respect because of this, the source material. No, hold on, no.
No, I want to go back to your original point where it says it blends Wachowski action. That that movie is so goddamn boring and bland. The only redeeming quality of Speed Racer, and the thing that I think tricks people into thinking that it's a cool movie, is here's a bunch of bright lights and look at the colors and wow, really looks like a cartoon, don't it? It's no good, man. I'm sure it's fine. I haven't watched it in a long time.
What, you know Speed Racer?
Yeah.
I watch it. My comment is, I watch Speed Racer on a regular basis. I love this movie so much. This lady's talking about how she has seen Speed Racer on shrooms, acid, and also sober. The plot line is, yeah.
Well, I've seen it on Molly. And you know what?
It was
great because of the blurs.
Yeah.
If you don't know what the blurs are, when you take a lot of MDMA, your eyes do this. And when you see bright lights and they do this, it leaves a bunch of trails in the air of bright colors. So in that aspect, really cool movie. A sober me does not like this movie.
Speed Racer is great. This movie's also not as good, but pretty fantastic.
This is better than
No.
Speed Racer. Get out of town. My God.
This is Remember the Titans with Denzel Washington and Denzel Washington.
Isn't Dennis Quaid in this?
Will Patton.
Or am I thinking of the rookie? Who's in this? Who's the white guy?
Will I just read Paxton?
Will
Patton.
Patton. Donald Faison's in this?
Yes.
Oh my God, do you know who directed this?
Oh, I did, because I had to do a thing about this once. Was it? Who the fuck is that?
Boaz Yakin. I don't know who that is.
Pretty good movie.
This is a really good movie,
No,
actually.
Faison's in it.
And,
Do you remember their song?
guess what? I get some Disney points. Because
Yeah.
they sent me Disney points with this, but no digital code, so ha 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 ha, I get some points.
You know their song?
Yeah. Hey, 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 goodbye. Na 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 na. Hey, 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 goodbye. What's the replacement song?
They do like Walking on Sunshine.
No,
right?
I will survive.
Oh, yeah, it's close enough.
Not close enough. You need to learn your
pretty
football
good.
movies.
Pretty
songs.
good. You need to watch Rudy.
No, I will not. Burnsy told me I don't have to.
This is a good movie. A little inaccurate for the most. Like the
I'd say
part.
if you're too dumb to pass a test, how are you supposed to pass a football?
That's not his job.
Excuse
He's supposed
me,
to
Rudy.
receive. He's supposed to receive. He's not a quarterback.
It's also I was
I'm
just making fun of
good.
someone with learning disabilities.
The end of it, like the funeral scene for
I'm a bit
spoilers.
drunk.
Spoilers. The end
I'm
of
drinking all
the
the
end of this movie with Gary's death. Is
Oh, it's so sad.
A little different from how it happens in real life.
I thought you were going to say it's different from the book. Also, the one guy,
The Book of
their
Life.
star quarterback or whatever, gets fucking paralyzed.
That's Jerry. I literally just talked about.
You
his
said
funeral.
his death.
Yeah.
Okay,
He
well,
gets
I'm
paralyzed,
talking,
and then
yeah.
the movie cuts to his
death,
funeral
yeah,
like
later.
13 years later.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I'm
It's
talking,
a little different.
I think the
'Cause in the
sadder
movie-
moment is when the team's there and because he
Yeah.
breaks down crying and the coach is like,
Yeah. Because in the movie they say that
"We're not going to state this year.
I think they say he dies.
It's all your fault, Jerry."
I think they say he dies because of complications
Yeah.
to it. Where in real life he was just like, I think an alcoholic.
You still alive?
No. I
The
mean,
movie came out and he was like, "Wait a second,
I want to
what,
Google it.
what the hell?
It is important to get this right.
I'm not dead."
Can we talk about real life people being portrayed in movies? So in Hot Rod, you remember how Bill Hader's character gets the shard of metal?
Yeah.
So I was watching an interview where he talks about how he's like, there was a guy I knew that happened to, and he did acid, and he went home and welded and shot a piece of metal in his eye. He goes, well, he was back in my hometown. I still have some friends in hometown, but I never really talked to that guy all that well. But I guess some of the friends of his that I knew went to see the movie with him, and he got out and went, yeah, that was really weird. Because that happens to that guy, that happened to me once. And Bill Hader's like, it's about you, dude. It's about you. Is there a certain accident of BRTA's portrayal that are not completely factual? The accident that crippled him happened after the state championship game on the night of the banquet celebrating the team's success, rather than a few days before the final game. The name of Bertier's girlfriend and Bertier and Campbell's relationship, for example, were misrepresented. Bertier's on-the-field portrayal in the film, however, is almost entirely correct as the team's defensive captain. Bertier was a dominating force on the linebacking corps and received All-American honors following the team championship season. Although heralded as an exceptional leader on and off the football field, Bertier's duties never included cutting fellow players from the team as he was shown doing in the film.
Yeah, so I don't really have an interest in this either, but This was pretty cheap, and it's a franchise that I can bust out, and I slightly have an interest in watching them, only to get to the third, or maybe the fourth, where Rocky has a robot.
Oh, not about. Is that 3?
Oh, it's Rocky.
Is it 3?
What?
The fucking freeze frame ending where they both punch each other and it freezes.
I don't remember. Maybe that's...
It's 3.
Who's the villain in 4?
Ivan Drago? Is that where they
Okay,
kill Apollo?
3 is the one with the robot, I think.
Oh, I think it's later. I haven't seen either of them.
You haven't seen any of them. There's
Okay,
6 of
at all.
these. Also, they're all rated PG except for 5, which is PG-13. I thought they were R-rated.
Shazam does a callback to Rocky.
Does it? Yeah, it does. This is the Rocky Heavyweight Collection. It's got all 6 films, 40th anniversary edition. Yeah, there's not much to this. It's kind of... I don't like this cover. I like the slipcover cover.
I'll never watch these movies.
I'm gonna.
I will never watch these movies.
The discs are just so bland. They all just are the same.
I will never watch these movies.
You said that.
Because I fucking hate Sylvester Stallone.
I don't like Stallone very much either, but you know what? I'm gonna bust these out.
I can't understand it. I'm not gonna put up with his voice.
Adrian! Anyways, it came with these cool art things. I don't know why I should.
Oh, this is an Easter egg holder.
Anyway, the Italian Stallion, his porn name.
Yep.
Southpaw ought to be banned.
Don't
know what it says?
Yeah.
I read it backwards, so. The King of Sting. That's Creed.
Yep. Action Jackson.
This guy will kill you to death. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
This guy will kill you to death. That's usually what killing you does.
You don't know that's his line?
No.
Kill you to death.
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Rocky.
So they skipped Tommy Gunn.
Who?
Tommy Gunn. He's the villain in the 5th.
Oh.
Portrayed by real-life boxer Smorgasbord. I don't know his name. Also, they skip whoever the bad guy in the 6th is. These are cool, though. For someone who's never seen this movie, I think these are cool. What do you think? Someone who has no interest. Cool artwork.
I really like this one because I love
That
Carl
one?
Weathers.
I also really like that one.
What's your favorite Carl Weathers movie?
My favorite Carl Weathers role is Carl Weathers.
Yeah. I didn't ask that. I said movie.
You got a stew going. Baby, you got a stew going. Probably Predator.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mine's Batman.
He's Billy D... No, that's Billy D. Williams.
Oh, that's right. I don't think I've ever seen a Carl Weathers movie then.
Predator.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's good. Predator's good. Predator 2 sucks. Predators is the best, and the Predator is bad but fun.
Upgrade.
Upgrade.
School of Rock.
I just watched this the other night.
Mr. Black accepts no substitutes.
But he is a substitute.
Is that his character name?
No.
What is it?
His real one? I want to say it's Dougie Bonner. It's not.
What's better?
It's not it at all. Does it not say? It doesn't even have a plot.
No.
What the hell?
What's better?
Yeah, I don't remember.
This or The Rocker?
This. The Rocker's funny, but this is actually good. You know who directed this? Richard Linklater.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
Yeah. I can tell you that off the top of my head. That guy directs great movies. Most of his I haven't seen, but the ones I have are really good. What's your favorite? Mine's Dazed and Confused.
Mine's that.
Or probably this.
Mine's that one.
He also directed Last Flag Flying, which is really good.
Yeah.
He directed that trilogy of movies with Ethan Hawke, where they're all 12 years apart or whatever.
Boyhood?
No. So the trilogy where it's called like Before Midnight, During Midnight, and After Midnight. Richard Linklater, he's a great director, and School of Rock's fucking fantastic. This next movie, I have a long story about this, but it's well worth it. So when this first came out, I had an interest in seeing it.
Yeah.
Missed it in theaters. Well, this is a movie I had torrented back in the day, and it's one of 3 films I had on my hard drive, my external hard drive, for just the longest time. It was The Dark Knight Rises, Don John, and this. 2 of which star the same actor. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Anywho, this one I have watched maybe like 5 times, but I didn't really remember it when I bought it. And then I started and I was like, oh my god, this is all coming back to me. Like, there's a story about a Quaker, and I was like, oh, he cuts his throat, and the end where Sam Rockwell's just fucking shooting everybody, and it's small spoilers. But this is Seven Psychopaths, written and directed by Martin McDonagh, who afterwards, after watching this, I found out he directed In Bruges, which I've heard is fantastic, but I haven't watched that. He also did 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which is fantastic, though it's really brutal and gruesome. This is a fun, silly, such a hilarious crime movie about 7 psychopaths. And they're just psychopathic criminals. And Colin Farrell talks in his Irish accent. And he's just trying to write a movie. And Sam Rockwell's killing people. And Sam Rockwell's a lunatic.
Ooh.
And Christopher Walken steals dogs. And he's banging a black chick. And this movie's fucking great.
Why does he have to say he's banging a black chick?
Because it's a part of the movie. They talk about it.
What's your favorite movie with the number 7 in the title?
The Lucky Never Slevin.
Not 7 Chinese Brothers?
No, probably this. 7 Chinese Brothers was good, but this is a legit, like, fantastic movie. Upgrade.
Upgrade is Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
The big, hairy American edition. Talk about this for a minute.
Best-seller is plain and simple. I don't really agree with that. I'm not the biggest fan of this movie. I think if you watch it too much, it kind of becomes overdone. There's not much that can keep you engaged. That's just to me. The Amy Adams scene where they like fuck on the pool table or whatever, or on the arcade game, it's pretty neat. And I remember the scene that he stabs himself, and they're like, "Whoa, dude, don't stab yourself." And he's like, "What? I want to." And so he does it. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this movie. I haven't watched it in years. And Highlander is a piece of shit movie. And they talk about it in this. Fuck that movie so much. And it's got cheating in it, and just lies. It's a lie-filled movie. We're moving on.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
We're done with the movie.
Yeah, but I wanted to say that line.
We're moving on to...
Technically, I view this as an upgrade, because the last case we had was shit.
We're moving up to maybe a better racing movie.
No.
Turbo. You didn't get to hear a single word I said about Talladega Nights.
What'd you say about it? Because you don't like it, right?
No.
I love it. I love Talladega
movie
Nights.
filled with lies and cheating.
It's almost... What?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
They
Get
cheat.
out of... Who cares?
They lie. Everyone lies to everyone. I said the only scene I like is when him and Amy Adams make out in the arcade game.
I love the... What about the scene where they're having dinner as a family, and he's like,
Yeah,
Walker,
good.
Texas Ranger, and he's like,
Mountain
he's
Dew.
telling the story about how he peed his pants in class, and Cal goes, "Hey, pee your pants ain't nothing to be ashamed of. I went to bed until I was 19.
What does he say about the Mountain Dew? What's that line?
Wait. Big red gum. Fucking chew some.
What's the line about the Mountain Dew?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Mountain Dew.
and Mountain Dew.
Mountain
This
Dew.
is Turbo. The other copy he hates, so it's somewhere.
I think we sold it already.
Did we?
I think so.
Well, that we had a 12.
Or maybe it's in that box.
Yeah.
The part where they open the front door and just start spraying her with the hose. You suck, old man.
We're on Turbo. Move on.
If you ain't first, you're last.
He lies
It
to
makes
him.
no sense. You can be second, you can be
Yes,
third.
exactly.
Hell, you can even be fourth for all I care.
Talk about Turbo. You like it. You've seen it.
Well, I just phoned the police. I told them you got a pound of cocaine.
Talk about Turbo.
Turbo, oh, it was fun, man. Ryan Reynolds was in it. Samuel Jackson's the voice in it. I don't think Samuel Jackson's the voice in it. I'm thinking of the Hitman's Bodyguard. Turbo was fun, though. It's about Snail who can go really fast. Next up.
Is X-Men
Upgrade.
Trilogy Volume 1. It's got a J card. I'm the J card guy. Here's what it looks like on the front. Here's what the
I
J
haven't
card
seen
looks like.
what it looks like under the jacket. Volume 2 has Magneto on the cover.
That's cool. No, you don't get to see it yet. Look at that.
Oh, that is pretty cool. Yes, this is X-Men, X2, X-Men United, and X-Men The Last Stand.
Cool discs.
Cool discs, they're blue.
But they're a cool blue. Oh, that doesn't have anything.
That's just the credits.
Yeah. It's like the mansion. Why was X2 behind? Shouldn't X2 be in front?
What's your favorite X-Men movie?
Well, I've only seen 1 and 3.
You haven't seen X2?
No.
What?
Yeah, because I always fell asleep for every time I tried to watch. I would always try to watch them in a row, and I'd fall asleep at 1. I'd wake up.
Go back and watch good movies. God.
X3, I love. Not
X-
even in a love-hate way. Still, I just think it's a good movie.
It's not that good.
This is so much of this shit. I love it.
X-Men 2 is fantastic. Nightcrawler, man. That
I've
opening
seen it, but it's
scene.
been a long
You know
time,
the opening scene where he's like fucking attacking the
Yeah.
White House? Shit, man.
Is that what it is? I don't
So
know.
good, yeah.
I've seen it. Toad's in that too. He stops Toad like a couple minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
And our favorite actor, Tyler Mane.
Is he in the second one? I
Think
thought he was
so.
just in the first.
I think he's in that opening scene, and then never else.
It's not in the opening scene at the White House.
He's wherever they show Toad for the first time. I think he's there.
Yeah, I really like the first two X-Men. X3 is fine. X-Men, the first one's kind of like fine because it's really outdated, but
The
X2 I
weird
think is my favorite of the X-Men
human scene is
series.
the liquid
That's
human.
great. He's with fucking. He comes out of the hot dog vendor's there. He comes out.
The hot dog vendor is Stan Lee. He doesn't walk like he just walks up.
He's melting and
Yeah. He melts in front of Stan Lee.
yeah. What about the scene in X2 when Magneto's in the prison where there's no metal, but then Mystique attacks that guy in a bathroom stall and injects more iron into his blood than normal, so Magneto can like use his metal powers to affect the iron in his blood, and yeah.
What about that scene in X3 where it cuts to the Juggernaut and he goes, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch."
He looks fucking fat, alright? It's like if I put on a giant rubber suit and I was like, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. No, I would just look like a fucking fat guy in a rubber suit.
Do you remember how long the scene of him chasing Shadowcat through
Yeah, it goes
Walgreens?
for like 30
Forever.
seconds. She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also really like Bobby Drake in that. I like that
Remember
they gave a heat. What's his name?
Pyro.
Pyro.
Yeah, they gave
Heat.
that.
I was gonna say heat stroke, and then I went, that's Static Shock. What is it? They give him more of a role in third. In the second, though, is my favorite of his because there's that scene where he just snaps and goes evil, and he's fucking throwing police cars up and fucking. And a thing that and this is an issue I have with third. Okay, in X2, Wolverine takes a bullet to the head, and he goes down for like 5 minutes because a bullet to the head kills someone, right? So he would die, but then his healing factor. So yeah, he would come back. In X3, he's like gets his arm cut off and just grows back. Like that doesn't happen, but it's like where Jean is like disintegrating his skin and it's just growing back as it's like disintegrating. Where his like healing factor is almost instant. And it's like, what the fuck's the point of it then?
Go see Dark Phoenix in theaters.
We're going to.
I'm not giving that movie any money. You remember in X1 when Rogue is making out with that boy and then like she touches him and that's the start of the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole movie, her whole plot in those movies is she just wants to kiss a boy.
Yeah.
Literally, remember in the third when she gets the cure so she can go kiss a boy?
Yeah, Bobby Drake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just all she's wanted to do is kiss a boy.
Remember at the end when they're sitting on that bench in the dark?
Yeah, and she kisses the boy.
Yeah.
Remember in the second one when she kisses Bobby Drake and then he's like, "Don't worry, I can handle it." And then she sucks his life out of him and he's like, and she's like, "Bobby, I'm sorry." And he's like, "It's fine."
Rogue, what a fucked up.
Always trying to kiss the
The
boys.
X-Men are so depressing. Like Cyclops got his head fucked and then
He can't open his eyes without blowing a hole through a wall.
Jesus Christ, Stanley.
Jean Grey has a fucking devil inside of her. Half of them just look like fucking freaks.
Wolverine's short.
Beast, Nightcrawler. Wolverine does not look attractive whatsoever.
No, he's short.
He's 5'3" and so hairy George Steele would blush.
And that's a wrap on this video.
Yeah, it was a long one. We had a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Last week was a pretty big giveaway. 2 weeks ago, I guess. Pretty big giveaway. A lot of shit movies. This one, a lot more quality, I feel like. Say it again.
Oh, we should probably give out the code first. Or announce them. And the winner of this code is Chris Ballman.
You can read them out.
Air Force One. Alien.
They always scroll here.
Okay. Alien. Dragged Across Concrete. Fant Four Stick. Fast and Furious 6. Furious 7. I Am Legend. Pet Sematary. Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Turbo. X-Men X2, X-Men The Last Stand.
You're getting a full trilogy.
Full trilogy.
And last up, courtesy of Ben C303, who didn't accept it last time, and he chose to throw it back in the running.
Oh, he chose to?
Yeah, because if you don't accept a code, we'd give the double entry, you know?
Oh, yeah,
He chose that. So we got Life of the Party also.
Awesome. So no universal codes then?
No universal... Wait. No universal... You know what these is? I honestly don't even think we have a universal movie.
I'm not cleaning it up. I'm Lexdoll. You can follow me on Instagram at StrayGTStrike and at Stardust, on Stardust at Lexdoll.
And I'm Bat Tracy, a.k.a. Tiny Ranch.
AKA Cream of Wheat.
A.k.a. I'm going to end the video with that. I'm going to put the whole clip in. I don't give a damn about copyright claim.
I'm not finished yet.
Also, I was going to show this, and then everything fell. Okay. I just thought it was weird how I got both these at the same time, and they're both CBS Blu-rays. I don't know why, but I thought that was a weird coincidence that we have two at the same time. I'm Bat Tracy. You can follow me on everything at Bat Tracy01. Check out my Stardust for movie reviews.
You can follow us on Instagram.
I tweet stuff sometimes now.
You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Punk Rock Blues. And you can
pledge our Patreon at Punk Rock Blues.
Patreon.com/Punk Rock Blues.
Yeah.
Adios.
Also, subscribe.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching.
Like your favorite if you enjoy, subscribe.
Comment down below for any code that you want.
Or to answer a question I think I posed earlier, maybe.
What's your favorite movie from this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's like, what have you seen? I asked people if they'd seen something.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And the fourth funky fresh boy. Name?
Mad Slick, a.k.a. Dr. Aquafresh, a.k.a. Big Jennifer Garner, a.k.a. Tim Russert.
Okay.
I'm not finished! A.k.a. Cream of Wheat, a.k.a. Half an Onion Bagel, a.k.a. Cow. Let's call with a C, not a K. Car.
Okay. Thanks.